Hey y'all. Alrighty. As you can see, we're back in the garage and I'm working on the 360, working on some parts for the 360 so that I can start assembling the engine a little bit more. Um, Putting it together. Here we got the push rods, and I know these look like the rocker arms, but these are not the ones I'm going to use. These actually were in the engine, but I'm just such a picky butt about this sort of stuff that I just there's a lot of little issues about these rocker arms. Like, look how this is made right here. I mean, this is probably a fine rocker arm and there's no issues with it. It's just its appearance. It just leaves me a little bit, I don't know. So leaves me feeling a little, leery about it. And then I have these rocker arms. I have 4 of these that came out of that 360, and they have no stamping in them. See, this has the stamping 47 LT. This one has 46T. That one's 46T. My guess is all of these LT and T, these are all left. Of course, you have this one here that says 46RT. So, and then there's some that says 47 and 48 RT and so on and so forth. But the thing about these are, this one doesn't say anything in this one at all. I mean, nothing. Zip. Also, I done a little changeroo on the 360. I was going to put on the windage tray. I decided against it. I took the timing chain though, the timing set off, and I took the timing chain and I soaked it in engine oil. Submerged it in engine oil. I saw Mopar Joe do that on his channel, and I thought that's a really good idea to keep oil in the chain for a long period of time. So that's what I did. So that was his idea, or at least that was the idea. I saw it on his channel, okay? So anyway, now I got to hunting around. I found some retainers here, and I found locks, and I've already got valve springs. They're Comp Cams valve springs right there. Here's my push rods. Now, these are rusty. And as you can see, these push rods over here are not. Well, they started out looking like these. Let me show you what happens. Okay? Really, really simple. Really, really, really simple. Some of you have probably already figured it out. What I do, start to drill up. Let's see here. Okay, so what I do, take the drill, I put the push rod in the drill chuck, put the drill in the vise, just hold the drill steady, nothing, no big thing there. Then I just turn the drill on, pull the trigger, run the sandpaper over that, and as you can see, there's the crud, the rust that was on the on there. Now that part that didn't get sanded, there we go. Flip it around. And then just do the same thing on the other end. Easy, easy, easy. Cheap and simple. Also, too, you can see if your push rods are bent, too, which is very important. So these push rods all looked really good. They weren't bent, nothing like that. Now they look really nice because no rust. So, this is these rock arms here. I'm not going to use. Okay, on this, I just was using these to kind of give me an idea of the orientation of the rocker arms on the rocker shaft. So, which is very important because they do go a certain way, and the other thing is these hold downs. Now, these hold downs that hold the holds the rocker shaft down to the cylinder head, they are different. Okay, so let me show you. All right, you have these two right there. Okay, then we have that one, which is pretty much very similar. All three of those seem to be pretty similar. I think this one's just maybe a little bit narrower. Then we have this one, which is the narrowest of the four. I just grabbed these up, so you can see there is a difference. Okay, I have some more over here. Now these, basically these are washers or hold downs. They come off, as you can see, okay, and they are different widths on them. Of course, you got these narrow ones like these two and this one, then you have these wider ones here. So, just something I wanted to bring it up and make you all aware and apparent of this. Furthermore, also too, these holes in the rocker shaft, they face down. Okay, so when you put this together, make sure this is facing downward. These small holes face down towards the head, not up. Okay, so just I wanted to make that apparent. Furthermore, this rocker shaft fills with oil. There's a channel in the cylinder head. I'll show you. I've got some cylinder heads over here. One of these holes here has see that head, that hole right there, that has the little, you can see right there, see the little hole there in that pedestal? There's a channel that comes up through here and feeds oil into that. Then that oil goes under pressure, goes into the rocker shaft and feeds out, fills the rocker shaft and feeds out to all of the rocker arms. The Mopars, the small blocks anyway, and I'm pretty sure the big blocks, and I know the Slant 6, the solid lifter Slant 6 that is, all of them do that. They come up, they have that channel in the head, like I was showing you, and it comes up, fills up the rocker shaft, and then it goes out of the rocker shaft through the rocker arms, and then as you can see, the rocker arms have that little hole right there. Okay, that hole feeds oil to the ball tip of the push rod. Okay, so the push rods are not hollow, they are solid. Well, maybe not solid, but they don't have a provision to allow oil to come up through them. Okay, now the later Magnums do, but the old LAs do not. Okay, that's what these are. So all of this is older LA stuff. I mean LA, I mean light A engine. Okay, so like 318, 273, 340, 360 small block V8s. So, okay, also I wanted to show you this back here. Here's my rocker arms in here. They're getting the de-rusting treatment. They got cleaned up in my soap solution right there. And then Some of my retainers are getting cleaned up, getting the rust cleaned off of them too. Electrolysis. So electrolysis, incredibly simple, easy way to get the rust off of your parts. I've showed it on here several times. It's just amazing. Science in action, I guess you could say. So we just have our sacrificial anode. As you can see, it's not this particular anode has only been in there maybe an hour, and it's, I don't know if you can see, but there's a lot of bubbles coming off of it, and it's already corroding up, which is what's happening. Is the rust is coming off of this stuff, and it's going over here to this, because you've got a negative charge on your parts here, and then you have a positive charge coming to this. All right, so that's what's happening. And we just got a battery charger there, automotive battery charger, supplying the voltage, and it's 2 amps slow charge, a 2 amp slow charge, and that's what's doing it all. Okay, and then inside this water, I just got some powdered soap type solution in there with water, and that's it. Nothing. And then this tub wasn't very expensive. It was just a few dollars at the dollar store. I'll show you the soap stuff. Yeah, it's the Arm & Hammer. See if I can get it down here without making a mess. Yeah. Laundry Booster Super Washing Soda. So that's what that is. So anyway, you can use that in the water for the electrolysis, and it works exceptionally well. One little odd thing about doing this, if you're doing this, make sure to use a round, I know this sounds silly, but for whatever reason, when I use a round piece of steel rod like this, it works really, really good as a sacrificial anode. If I use a flat bar, it doesn't work as well. Don't know why. Maybe it has to do with the surface area. I'm not sure. So, anyway, okay. All right, so I just wanted to share that with you. So if you decide to do that, you can gain some knowledge about that and know what you're doing at least. I've done that several times, and every time it's like really, really great. Works exceptionally well. Now, those push rods though, I wouldn't recommend doing them like that unless you have some sort of little plastic container to put them in, and then you have some way to, like, one by one, basically you got to complete the circuit. You would have to be able to hook them one by one to the negative side of that battery charger. So, and I was thinking about it, I was like, that'd be kind of tedious, I could do them one by one, but oh my god, it'd take forever. So I thought, I'll just do them with the drill here, and that's exactly what it did. Worked out really, really well. The rocker arms, the reason why I've done them, all the little crevices and all the little hard to get to areas inside the rocker arm, it just didn't make a lot of sense to do the rocker arms like that. So, anyway. So, alright. Now, I want to say thank you. I want to say a tremendous thank you to you all, because you all are amazing. I checked earlier today, I have 198 subscribers. Now, to some people, that's not very many. To me, that's pretty amazing. Okay? So, I'm going to continue on, though, sharing my knowledge and sharing all of this stuff I do with you all. I know maybe some of the vacation stuff isn't to some of your all's liking, but, it is what it is. Okay? So, you don't want to like the vacation stuff, You know, you don't have to necessarily watch it. I mean, there's channels I watch on YouTube, you know, and I'm subscribed to them, and then they put out something. It's like Jay Leno's Garage, you know, maybe he has a car on there I'm not all that crazy about, so I don't watch it. But, you know, it is what it is, you know. So, anyway, um, I just want to say thank you tremendously to you all, because you all have been fantastic. You have been subscribing, you've been sharing, you've been, and I will continue. I feel honored, and I will continue to give you all the best information I possibly can. Please do realize though, that a lot of the not all, but some of the vehicles you do see in these videos are vehicles I'm working on for other people. Okay, and whenever you ask me a question, I may not be able to get to that vehicle at that point in time. I may have to, you know, I may have to recall memory, or I may have to go and look in books and things of that nature. I mean, like on the Avenger's gone and it's been sold, so, or traded off really. No, actually, yeah, it was sold. So, um, but anyway, so thank you all so much. Oh, I forgot to tell you, the windage tray that I done all the cleaning on, got all the rust off of it and everything like that. That will be going on something. It's going to go on the 318. It's going to go on in the Barracuda behind me. Okay, so, you know, there's no waste there. So, I'm really looking forward to that. Okay, so that's, you know, I think that's going to be great for the channel, but it's also going to be great for you all, because you get to see how the V8 goes in one of those, and you'll get to see that. And also too, there's just a lot going on. Okay, so, but I would really appreciate everything you all have done, all the likes and the shares and the subscribes, the questions and the comments. I really do appreciate that. If you have any other questions, comments, ideas, anything like that, put them down below. I'll do my very best to answer your questions. And thank you, really, from the bottom of my heart, so much. Right near 200 subscribers. It's just amazing, and it's only June. So, in 6 months, I've garnered, less than 6 months, actually 5 months, I've garnered 100 subscribers, and it's thanks to you all. So, thank you so much. So, have a great one, and God bless.